Hello and welcome to Who Goes Social. Who to know and where to go. My name is Alexa Oliva, and today, ladies, hold it in, please, because we have a beautiful man in the studio. His name is Turo. Welcome, Turo.
Hi.
Team Turo in the house.
I'm a blessing.
So good to see you again.
So happy to see you.
You look fantastic.
So do you.
The rest of us want to look as fantastic as you. So, I'm here to ask you some questions so everybody can learn how to live their life healthy and fit.
Yes.
Because, in talking with you before we got started, you were saying that it's not about the physical. The physical is more about the mental state and the emotional state that you have. And you got to break it by doing something physical. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, I always have these two philosophies that I go by, and it's mind to muscle connection, which is the mental with the physical connection, and time under tension, like the planks you were doing. You're under tension, right? You're holding the core, you're holding that plank for 3 minutes, you said. Mm-hmm. So those two philosophies, when you combine them at the gym, that's what stimulates your body to change, to cause that physical change. And then what I tell everybody is that you should create a lifestyle around fitness or around any type of physical activity to keep your body challenged, continue to change towards the better, giving you more confidence, higher energy levels, and make it part of your day. And you'll see how far you go with that in mind. So that's what I'm trying to do.
That's so hard though, because as someone who works all day, whether it's at home, you get home from work to work, for most women, you work to work, and then you get home and you're burnt out, you're fried. And how do you motivate yourself to even get to the gym sometimes? It's not that like once I'm there, I'm good.
Right.
But it's the whole effort to get there that I think kills most of us, because, we're working, we're living our lives. Right. How do we fit it in?
Well, you got to ask yourself, how long or how far am I going to take my vehicle, which is your body, in this road for? And where will I be if I continue this road in 2 years, 3 years, 5 years? You have to ask yourself these questions. And yes, you're right. Sometimes just getting to the gym is
the biggest challenge.
The biggest challenge is getting there, right? So you got to find an hour. You might have to wake up a little bit earlier. Maybe you might have to stay up a little bit later. But you have to take care of yourself to last in this marathon called life, right? Because it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. And that's why I always say it's a lifestyle. There's no 20-day fix, there's no 1 month fix, or there's no getting in shape and then, okay, I'll cruise control. No, it's just maintaining a certain speed and taking care of your vessel, your body, which does the work, which does go home to work and provide dinner and wash laundry or whatever it is. But you got to take care of you. You got to put you first. You got to be a little selfish to be selfless. Because not then in a couple years, you're going to be more down that road and then blaming others and projecting this anger that you built up inside because you're not happy with how you look. You're not confident. Your work takes a hit because you don't even have energy and you're mad at yourself that you didn't go to the gym.
The focus. So
it's a mindset.
That's what kept me in the gym, because I was religious.
Dialed in.
Before COVID, I was religious. 5 days a week, every day at 7:30, I'd wake up at the gym.
Do you recall how you felt in those times?
How I felt? I felt great. I was looking better than I ever have, even when I was 20 years old. I was kicking right before COVID, but I fell off the wagon and I haven't been able to get back on. What do you recommend for people like me that we fall off the wagon? How do we get back on?
Do an audit of how you feel. Do you feel good? Do you feel confident? Do you have high energy levels? Do you ask yourself these questions. Are you motivating your kids? What's the emotional trigger that's going to keep you accountable to execute a plan that's only going to make you a better mom, a better wife, a better colleague at work, a better you?
I miss my better self.
She misses you. Come back.
Yeah, I want to. That's my goal now. I mean, my goal was this, and I guess part of it was the focus, right? Yeah. So in 2020, when we had COVID, I turned 50 years old. And that year, my goal was I want to look in the mirror and go.
Fabulous at 50.
And forget fabulous. I was like, I got to look in the mirror and say, coño, now I want some of that. And I got close. I got very, very close. Yeah. And then COVID hit and I let go, and I haven't been able to get into that discipline again. And I know that a lot of people are like me, you know, how do you motivate yourself to get there when your life is focused on other things?
But you have to prioritize, number one, how you feel, because that's what's most important if you really think about it, because how you present yourself and how you carry yourself and how you hold yourself accountable. So what I would do to get back into that is set a goal. You know what? Now I'm 53 or whatever, 50, whatever. I want to do this by this time frame, and set up a time that you got to like step on stage, you know, or, you know, I don't know, a deadline, and just take it one day at a time. And pick a time that your schedule permits. Have someone hold you accountable. Like, are you going to the gym? Did you go to the gym? What did you?
Is that what you do for some of your clients, though?
That's all I do is accountability, guidance, a little bit of motivational. You know, getting them. Let's go. We got to go.
Food recommendations, vitamin
Full
recommendations,
plan, everything. Yes.
Tell me a little bit more about what it is to be a client of yours. Like, let's see, maybe I want to become a client too. You know.
I would love to have you on board. Basically, when they you know they fill out an application at community.teamturo.co, and if you qualify for my program, because I'm not offering this, you know,
to everybody.
No, it's like 10 people per month that I do this for, because if not, it's just like you run yourself thin. Okay. Because I do provide quality, and it's not about quantity; it's about quality. So, accountability. They check in. They do like an initial check-in, like with pictures, if they're not from Miami, which most of my online clients are out of town. And basically, once I get like age, height, and weight, the photos, their goals, and what they're trying to accomplish, I customize their program, which is the training, the cardio, the supplement suggestions, the nutrition guidance, and basically some people need their hand held a little bit more than others, but like at least every month we check in with a new picture, a new, you know, and then from there we start.
Yeah, the accountability, which is key.
It's key.
That was also another reason that it was easy for me, is because I had a partner that would go with me to the gym every morning, and
that helps a lot.
Yeah, no, it helps a lot. So I definitely recommend.
She's going, I gotta go.
I gotta be on time because I don't want to be late. Yeah, you know, someone's coming to pick you up, or you got to go pick up someone. It keeps you accountable. And that's one of the reasons that for me it's hard to want to do it at home. I've bought every single piece of equipment you can ever imagine to work out at home, and I always end up at the gym anyways.
The gym is just, you're more serious, right? Like at home, you're like, I'm home. I don't have anyone. There's no accountability per se, like, because you know at the gym, you know it's like so social. You know you're being looked at. You just maybe work out a little bit harder, or your partner's there spotting you, but you're doing something.
Yeah.
You got to do something physical, an hour a day.
Yeah.
30 minutes weight training, 30 minutes cardio. And if you think about it, every great person has always had a coach. I'm talking for motivational speaking, NFL players, Michael Jordan had a coach.
Golfers, everybody.
Everybody has a coach. And why? If they're already great or majorly talented at their craft, because the accountability, practice, having like a mentorship.
Well, it's also someone keeping
guidance, keeping an eye.
The form. I always got Bert in my head of form. He's like, I don't care how you do it, just make sure your form is perfect.
That's it.
You know, and always go for that extra rep. And I'm like, what is that extra rep? I don't get it. I got to 15. Why do I need 16?
Because that's the one that's going to change you the most.
That's what he always says.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's always been an inspiration for me, and I know you're an inspiration for him for the years that he's known you. Yeah. He respects you a lot.
I love him.
Yeah, and so what? I just something curious in the back of my head. Did you always look this fit?
No.
So tell us a little bit about that. You know, that's motivation for us fat people over here. You know.
Well, I was not a gym guy at all. Or sports. It was, you know, from like 15 to 20, I wasn't in the gym at all.
Was that here in Miami?
Yeah, born and raised. But the gym saved my life, honestly. Awesome. It's something that I picked up recreationally. And then I just, you know what inspires a person the most? Results. Yes. So as my body started to change, and I'm like, I would walk by, I remember like, wait a minute, hold on a second. I like this. I like how this looks. I like how this feels. So you just start scaling from there. but it's gonna suck like anything else, like your first job, like anything. Those first couple weeks, but once you
first
break
couple
that,
months, man, I couldn't. When I first started dedicating myself to it, I remember being sore for months, and I'm like, they said the soreness would go away, but it's not going away. I just had it for such a long time.
Maybe go in there a little bit more, like
slower,
pacing yourself.
Pacing myself.
Yes, because
eventually I did. Because, everybody's got a recommendation, right?
True.
And especially I've been morbidly obese almost my entire life. And so everybody's always thinking, oh, you haven't noticed that you're morbidly obese, so I got to give you a recommendation. You know what I'm saying? Right. And so you start taking people's recommendations. And I know I have physical limitations because I have different things wrong with me. And I would listen to people's things and it wouldn't work for me until I finally got a pace for myself. That's how I was able to keep it up all the way until the gym got shut down.
Right.
And then it was the comments, it was looking in the mirror, it was people actually looking at me. It's really funny though, because when I was at my heaviest, I was invisible. People would meet me over and over again, be, hey, nice to meet you. Hey, nice to meet you. I'm like, man, I've met you like 10 times. Why aren't you recognizing? And you think, oh, you're so big, everybody's going to notice you. No, it's the opposite effect is what I learned after all those years. But like, you have an effect when you walk in and that makes you feel good and it makes people around you feel good. People want to be around you because you're so focused on health, and it's also mindset. And that was my next question for you. Okay. The biggest challenge that I find for me and others that I've spoken to is the focus at the gym. I get bored when I'm on the treadmill or doing that repetitiveness. My brain, I can't shut it down.
I would go into something like more circuit style, like HIIT, high intensity interval training, to keep you, at least your mind, occupied with knowing that, okay, I got to do 20 reps in this machine. I got to do 20 reps in this machine. Then I got to, do a light jog for 2 minutes. And I would repeat that cycle 3 times, or even like switch it up, do 2 of that, 2 of this, 2 of this, but you're keeping your mind occupied with different styles of training.
Well, everybody tells me because I'm overweight, cardio. And I'm like, but cardio bores me.
It's such a crazy thing that you said that, because I've always told women, and I think we were talking about it briefly earlier, women after the age of 35 start declining in lean muscle mass. Cardio doesn't build muscle. Cardio just burns calories. That's it. And as soon as you get off the treadmill, the calories you were burning stopped because you're not walking or doing stairs. You're not burning anymore. If you build muscle, your muscle metabolism is going to increase, especially as you age, and you'll be leaner, fit, more toned than just doing cardio. And not everyone wants to lose weight. They have to define it. You want to lose body fat. You want to keep lean muscle mass, because there's something called...
I don't want to lose it all.
No, but keep a little jiggle, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, I definitely know what you mean.
And like, just women have this misconception of like cardio.
That's what everybody tells me.
You got to do weights and then a little bit of cardio. And then where the key factor is nutrition. Because you cannot out-train a bad diet.
Yes.
It's impossible.
That's definitely my problem.
So if no matter how much cardio or weight training you do, if your eating isn't aligned with your training, you're kind of training.
Man, I feel like I could talk to you forever and a day about this. You got to come back so that we can keep talking, because I think it's really important information that you're giving people, because it's emotional, it's spiritual, it's physical, it's everything what you're doing for people, and nutrition. My goodness, everybody always tells us it's all about the nutrition.
It's the most,
and we hate to hear that.
I know, because I love to eat.
Who doesn't?
Who doesn't?
Yeah, who doesn't? Like, if it was a drug, I'd be like, I'll never do it again, but I have to do it. And I just make wrong choices all the time.
Yes.
So I'd like to talk to you on how to make better choices the next time.
I'll hold you accountable.
Oh, I love it. All right. Is there anything that you want to say that maybe we haven't spoken about that's really important to cover right now?
It's just important to take care of yourself, your health, your body, and your mind, your spirit, and be in alignment with our Creator, and just for your sole purpose on this earth, which is to set an example for our future, our kids, your colleagues at work, people like complimenting you when you're doing well, and you're doing well for others when you're doing well for yourself, because you're in a better state of mind, you're aligned, and you have a purpose. and I'm here to provide the plan for you to get there. Community.teamturo.co is where you can find me. It's a free community that I'm just reaching out to anybody. And I'm targeting parents the most because I see that everything starts from home. And like a lot of the parenting is not as where it can be due to lack of proper nutrition, convenience. I'll just take the kids to McDonald's and get them, 6-piece chicken McNugget.
That's the killer, man. That's the killer.
You're already prepping them for a hard life.
Yeah.
So if I can step in as a parent and say, hey, I'm 43, I'm doing it. I have a 13-year-old boy. I have a 7-year-old girl. Come on, let's tighten up. If I could do it, you could do it. Let's get on board. That's like my purpose.
Ooh, I love it. It's all about the families, and I believe that.
That's our future.
Yeah, I believe that completely.
Family over everything.
Yes, family first.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Turo. Thank you for being here.
I love being here.
Thank you for joining us. And don't forget that he's going to come back and give us some more information that's going to be good for our mind, body, and spirit. My name is Alexa Oliva. Who to know and where to go? Who goes social? Thank you.